Some seasons can be so easy, everything can just fall into place. Others can be extremely tough. This, my friends, was the toughest season that I have ever had. What started off being potentially the best season ever went downhill fast. I started 2024 hunting the biggest deer that I ever chased, a deer I called the Monster.
We're planting some corn out here today, and hopefully we kill a big buck.
Alright, August rolls around, and one of my buddies is seeing the Monster 3 properties over from where I was hunting. So one evening when I went out with my spotting scope in hopes to see him, and I actually laid eyes on the Monster for the first time, and I could not believe what I was looking at. Even with him being 3 properties over, I continued to go on as planned, putting in food plots, but with little to no rain, it was very spotty and bits and pieces only came up, but it was better than nothing. And on October the 2nd, I finally got my first pictures of him. Holy cow, guys. I just got home from work and I was just checking some of the trail cam pictures, and look who just showed up at 5:39. The Monster. I'm like shaking. That's the first pictures I've got of him. Hopefully on the 6th maybe, I'll be able to, if I'm not too busy, I might be able to slip in there and see if I can't hunt that deer. But exciting news, the Monster is in the house. October the 6th was my first hunt after the Monster. Anytime the wind was right, I was gonna be in there after him. I had lots of good hunts. I passed a young 9-pointer twice that just kept taunting me. I just continued to get pictures of the Monster, but I never could run into him until October the 16th. All right, we're back in here, October the 16th. Had him on camera this morning, had to back out unfortunately. Didn't want to bump him. He was in here for about an hour. Came from the south. And went back south to bed. So I'm hoping he's not bedded too far. So I think it should be a good night. DeerCast does good to great, and winds out of the northwest. So really hoping we can get it done tonight. Devastated, heartbroken. I can't explain the amount of disappointment that I was feeling. There were just so many deer in the field that night. All of them were to my left, except for one doe who worked her way around the tree to my right She didn't like something and she's looking my direction and I freeze. He's walking to me at 50 yards now. I can't grab my bow. She's staring over in my direction and she blows. And he freezes and I still can't grab my bow, and I'm just praying that she doesn't blow again and that everything settles back down. He's on high alert and she lets out one final blow and it clears the field. And after that encounter, 2 weeks go by and not a single picture of the monster. Well, I have a unfortunate update on the story of the monster. This morning, going through some trail cam pictures, and literally the first one was the monster. He was coming in the dark straight at that camera, and you can see plain as day he broke off that right main beam. If you wouldn't know the deer, you never would realize what he had. It looks like it was never even there. It's just right at the base, gone. Super frustrating, very unfortunate, just really a punch to the gut seeing something like that happen to a world-class deer like this. Honestly, didn't know what to say for the longest time, but I think I'm going to continue to hunt him. He's an old deer, and with his age, I don't think he's going to be anything close to what he is this year. So on the plus side, there is, I'd say, close to 45 to 50 inches of antler laying out there, somewhere close, I believe. So I think if I am fortunate enough to harvest this animal, we could turn this place over and maybe find the missing side. So super frustrated and disappointed that that happened, but just gonna continue to hunt, and you know, everything happens for a reason. So hopefully within the next couple of days, the next week and a half, we can get another opportunity at the monster or the 9, and if so, maybe we can find that missing piece. All right, back at it again, November the 7th. Got a 7-8 mile an hour wind out of the northeast and high pressure over 30.1. DeerCast says good for the night. Temperatures in the mid 50s. Hopefully we'll see some good movement this evening. Another close call. There was nothing I could do. He came out to the trail closest to me and walked directly to me, straight at me, turned into some brush, and unfortunately, this would be the last time that I seen the monster.
Hey.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Oh, crap. Well, the hunt for the monster is officially over. I just got a call from Caleb, and the neighbors shot him. and he said he broke his second main beam off, so that's the monster. They said he still went 160, so it was fun hunting that deer. I enjoyed every single second. Just being able to sit after a deer like that and have that wonder of if he's going to come in or not. So, that's hunting, that's life, and it stings a little. I'm going to keep grinding the rest of the season. We got a few other bucks that I'm going to start targeting now. I'm going to pull a camera actually out on my way out, and then we'll go from there. But the monster is dead. Chasing the monster for almost half of the season had left me feeling way behind. I had to switch my focus to another property, and fortunately this property had two shooters that were in the same area. One was a split G2 buck, and the other one was the deer that I called the Big Brow 10. Rut was in full swing, and I got pictures of the Big Brow 10 chasing a doe into this block of timber. So that evening, I decided to go in and do a hanging hunt. Having that close encounter finally put some excitement back into hunting for me. Decided to go back in that next morning. Didn't have any luck, but when I got home, I met my buddy Jesse, who was hunting the opposite side of the property, and he told me that he saw the big brow buck about 500 yards out with a doe push her into the standing beans, and he disappeared, and he thinks that they were bedded out there. So I decided to come up with a plan and to do one of my favorite tactics, a spot and stalk. His head, as you can see, is sticking up pretty far. The wind's still good for us. I'm going to go back up this ridge and cut back down. Get more behind him. I'm going to cut back up this ridge here and try to get on the backside of him. It was just another unfortunate situation. I thought I did everything right. I ranged him multiple times. I checked my dial. Just wasn't meant to be again. A week later, the split G2 buck gets shot by the neighbor, and the big brow 10 breaks off an antler. And not just any antler, the entire right side is broken off. So with the split G2 buck and the big brow 10 being out of the picture, I was running out of deer to hunt. Fortunately, we had done a ton of preseason work with planting our spring plots of corn and beans. Elias and I went around and fenced off a bunch of bean plots so that we would have beans for late season. We busted our butts with the fall plots, got everything in, and all that hard work was finally about to pay off. I started getting some daylight pictures of an old 8-pointer with a huge body that I would eventually call Tank. Previously, I'd only gotten nighttime pictures of this deer, but on December 1st, a giant cold front came through, it brought some snow, and DeerCast was saying great. Back here at the home plot again tonight. Got about half of the snow that we got last night left on the ground. Most of it's melted off. Still 32 degrees now, and temperature's going to drop into the high 20s this evening. So DeerCast is green again for tonight. It says good. So I'm hoping they'll be on this grain here this evening. Got that mature 8-pointer that we were in here after last night. He's a tank of a deer. He was in here this morning at 9 o'clock, so kind of a late morning. I didn't expect him to be in here that late of a morning, so I'm hoping that means he's bedded close and he's going to come out this evening early to feed, so maybe we might get a shot at him tonight. I got that old mature age just stepped out behind us. He's with a bunch of does. Yeah. Well, he's here. He's a big deer. Dude has a giant head on him. He's mature as they get. Got a couple does here coming in and out of the corn. Small buck still looking at us, but we'll see what happens with it. Hopefully he makes his way up here to the corn, but I still got an hour left. Look at the body on this guy, dude. He is so big. The next few days I didn't have the right wind to hunt Tank, but I started getting pictures of another old bully buck on a different property that we had seen keeping some of the bucks that we wanted to stay out of the plots. So I decided to jump behind the camera and start filming for my dad. Alright, well, here we are. It's December the 5th. It's the first day of second firearm season here in Illinois. And Dad and I decided to come out here together this evening. Temperatures have dropped. DeerCast is saying great, so got a good pressure, and hopefully tonight we can see some deer. Just tell me when you're ready. Ready whenever. Are you ready? Yeah.
He's got heartache.
Good job.
I think we have a heartache on that deer.
There he is. Right there.
There he is, right there.
Good job. You actually did shoot him maybe in the heart.
Had a lot of fun tonight, especially being able to hunt with my son and coming in here in our new ground. This is our new property. It's the first year we've really got to hunt it good.
Dad thought he had hit him in the heart, but as you guys can see, it's a little bit higher than the heart, so.
I always like to have a lot of fun. I always told him I've never been able to eat the heart because I always shot it up so bad we couldn't eat it. But I guess if I didn't shoot this one up, I guess we're going to have a little bit of heart for breakfast in the morning or something, you know.
With the wind switching and our luck starting to change, I headed back in after the tank buck the very next evening. Alright, second day of Illinois' second firearm season. Yesterday evening, Dad shot the Flat rack 10. We're back in here in the food plot, the home plot, after the tank 8. Decided to come back on here tonight, give him another shot. I brought the Matthews tonight instead of the Winchester. Just really like to kill this deer with a bow. And hopefully he'll come into this corn plot where I've been getting most of my pictures of him. But DeerCast says good for tonight. Saturday and Sunday are not looking so great. Tonight's looking like our best chance to get a mature deer in here in daylight, so hopefully we can get that done tonight. The tank bug just showed up behind us. There's an 8-pointer in the corn now, but he's coming through the gap right now. Looks like he's gonna make his way around. He's eating in the clover right now. Hope he makes his way to me. There's some does out there. He's making his way to us. I think he's gonna wrap around the corn and come in. He's kind of limping. Right through here. See what happens. Oh, here he is. He's in here. He's right here. There he is. Gosh, that was the tank buck. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was Tank that we came in here after. He came all the way from the west through the gap, ate in the clover for a second, and made his way around the corn. He got the window open, he made his way out a few more yards by 32 yards. Couldn't ask for a better shot. I was touched forward, but I mean, the blood was gushing out of that deer. I can't believe we didn't see it fall over, but just as touch forward. But I think we just got Tank. I just don't know what to say. It's been a long season. And finally, I think we just got the job done. Whew. That's a relief. I'm so excited. Look where he stood on the Wait just a little bit. There it is. Look at the body on this guy. He's huge. He's got a big old noggin on him.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy for you, buddy.
Thank you.
You worked hard this year. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's a tank.
Oh, look at his neck and his
Look
head.
at that. You smoked him, bud. I mean, smoked him.
All right, well, here we are. It's December the 6th. It's the second day of second firearm season here in Illinois. And yesterday, my dad shot a flat rack 10, a big bully buck. We went back to back tonight, and I came in here and got the oldest deer off of our farm, this tank of an 8. I started calling him Tank after I seen him for the first time. Just all the pictures just didn't do justice on how big this body of this deer was. And it's been a real long season. Just had so many ups and downs and a lot of things that just aren't in my control that just happened to go wrong. But finally tonight it all came together, and I'm super excited. DeerCast was saying good to great tonight, and this is the last night of the last for the last 3 or 4 days that it was going to be good. It started to get warm up, and so I knew tonight I'd have a pretty good shot at seeing some good movement. And fortunate enough to have this guy come all the way across the plot. Got beautiful footage of him, and just very blessed and so undeserving, and by the grace of God finally got it done.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV was brought to you by Leupold.